Hello and welcome to another Heart Moto video. Today you join me back on the Triumph 765R and we're heading towards the Moretonhampstead Motor Museum up on Dartmoor. Let's see how we get on. So we've just left Launceston, pronounced locally as Lanson, and we're now heading towards the market town of Tavistock. So I'm recording this video on a Saturday afternoon, first weekend in August. Changeover day, so quite a few what's again known by the locals as emmets arriving and leaving the county all on the same day. Why the Cornish call them emmets, I don't know, but it wasn't a word I had heard of until we moved to the county. So the Moretonhampstead Museum, it's a privately owned museum, owned by an elderly gentleman that basically has collected all sorts of cars and motorcycles down the years. It's one of the sort of places where it's probably best just to telephone in advance, just to make sure that he's there and open. In most cases I've been past, he has always been there, but just something to bear in mind. So we're now approaching the old Greystone Bridge. Lovely little spot this. And now across the border into Devon. Now going back to what I was talking about earlier about emmets, I think the further you head east, I think tourists are referred to as grockles. By the locals, not myself. It's a nice little sweeping section of road this, but you have to be careful. Debris can roll off the bank on the left here and often find itself laying right on a bend. For those of you that watched my 3-year ownership review of the Triumph, sorry I couldn't bring you more angles, because when I looked at the footage, there was a dirty, great big bug stuck right to the front of the camera. So apologies for that. If I was on the NC, it wouldn't have been a problem with a nice big touring screen. So what have I got coming up? I mentioned in previous videos I'm planning on a trip to the Midlands. I should be doing that on the NC, and I'm going to be carrying out like a fuel range test. So that'll be like a real world test. I will be carrying luggage, so I'll have luggage in the front. Probably carrying a backpack, and the top box will be full as well. I just want to see what sort of real range I can get out of that bike on a single tank. I mean, it's only a 14 litre tank, but it is extremely frugal. So if that's of interest, please hit that subscribe button to join me on that little trip. I wish it was something a little bit more exciting, you know, like Wales or Scotland, but nevertheless it will be an interesting ride, I'm sure. Also coming up this week, I have a meeting with one of the UK largest suppliers and distributors of motorcycle accessories, clothing parts, etc. So if all goes well there, I am hoping to bring to you some promotional videos where we can offer you discount codes on products, but I'll confirm all of that at a later date, but fingers crossed we'll be able to bring that to you in the not too distant future. So here we are then, this is Tavistock, historic market town. This time of the year can get pretty busy, but not looking too bad at the moment. So basically we're going to head out of Tavi and head up towards Princetown upon Dartmoor. Nice Ducati, and looked like what was an MV parked back there. Like I say, if you're coming through Tavi, lots of pedestrian crossings, mini roundabouts, so just bear that in mind. I don't know if the microphone can pick that up, but even in that short period of time there, the fans kicked in. Oh well, that's scuppered those plans. The road is closed. Well, I'll have to bring you the Moretonhampstead Museum visit on another day. So apologies for that. The most annoying thing is we've got family that live up there. I'm not saying I want to go visit them, but you would have thought they would have said the road was closed. There we are. So I think what I'll do now then, we'll just adjust this slightly, this little ride, make it a circular ride. Back round to Launceston, or Lanston as I should say, and head along, skirt the edge of Dartmoor and pick up the old A30. So hopefully if I haven't got any dirty great big bugs on the front of my camera this time, I can show you a bit more of the scenery around. So to those of you that have subscribed and watched some of my earlier videos, I am extremely grateful. I appreciate I'm perhaps a little bit raw, a little bit rusty, but in time I hope to bring you better, sharper content. It is a learning curve for me after all. So I just want to say a big thank you at this early stage. I'm enjoying making the videos. I've got a lot of ideas and things in the pipeline that I want to bring you over the next weeks, months and years, hopefully, of my two-wheeled adventures. I am in the motorcycle / bicycle trade. It's a business that I set up back in 2010 when my dear grandfather passed away. He left me a tiny little inheritance and I wanted to put it to good use. So I bought some spares and accessories and set up my own little internet business. And the rest is history, as they say. I've been on two wheels all my life. It's something I really enjoy doing. You know, whether that be, you know, on the Triumph, on my bicycles, you know, I get real pleasure from being on two wheels. So the bit of road that we're on now, you can pick up what's known as the Granite Way. Now a lot of people that head down to the southwest all head to the Camel Trail. Now as beautiful it is, the Camel Trail, it gets darn busy, especially from Weybridge down to Padstow. So this time of year I tend to steer clear of the Camel Trail. I have got a little cycle video coming out very soon. It may already be out once this video is uploaded, and again, that's another thing I plan to bring to you, little hidden gems in and around Devon and Cornwall. Like I say, as nice as the Camel Trail is, it gets extremely busy, but there's just as nice, if not more beautiful areas to go visit, and you'll hardly see a car or another cyclist or motorcyclist for that matter. So yeah, going back to the Granite Way, if you venture to Oakhampton, which this road will take you to, if you park up at the railway station, that's where the Granite Way starts, and it's a lovely little trail. So there's Dartmoor on our right hand side now. Again, hopefully the camera can pick it up. So we've just gone through a little village called Mary Tavy. So we're quite high up here. Not as high as if we were right up on the moors itself, but nevertheless quite high. So what I'll do is I'll catch up with you when we reach the old A30, and we'll chat some more. See you in a while. So you join me back on the old A30. I was thinking with regards to the museum, I could have found another way round, but I wanted to show you the route up through Princetown, up Pork Hill, two bridges, and out towards Moretonhampstead. So yeah, I could have gone another way around, but it wouldn't have been quite a nice ride. So so apologies for that again, but I'm sure we'll be able to bring it to you again at some point in the not too distant future. I think the road was only closed for a week, so fingers crossed if we get a weather window and I get enough time, we'll head on over. It always amazes me when you travel on these roads like the old A30. There's lots and lots of sections of this through Devon and Cornwall, and you just think all that holiday traffic that used to head this way, it must have been a nightmare journey. And the other thing that I just don't get, I don't want to sound like a whinging old man again, the amount of cyclists you see on the A30 when this is available to you. I mean, just look at it. I mean, why do they do it? I mean, as you know, I am a cyclist. I love cycling. But yeah, that's just one I just can't quite get my head round, really. The only thing I could think of is some of them take that route to avoid a lot of the killer hills that are on these more minor roads. But I'd much rather ride on a road like this than be on that dual carriageway, I can tell you. Right, enough of moaning. Right, so we're approaching a little village called Loudown, and up until I think it was last year, very, very famous resident here, Jethro, sadly passed away, good friend of Jim Davidson, I believe. His place is just up on the left here. I'll point it out to you as we go by. That is up for sale. I think the site is probably going to get developed on. But those of you that don't know Jethro, just check some of his videos out on YouTube. Very funny man. But I think when his funeral was down in Truro, virtually the whole of Truro came to a standstill. So just approaching here on the left here now is Jethro's place. He used to do all of his stand-up shows here in the big hall on your left there. You can see that, Jethro's. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Right, I don't think there's too much more I can show you at the moment. Just heading back towards Launceston area. So again, sorry I couldn't bring you the museum visit on this occasion, but it will be one we'll squeeze in at some point in the future, that I am sure. So again, I do hope you've found this video of interest. I'll be very grateful, for any comments, a like and a subscribe. And I do hope you can join me in future videos. Thanks again for watching. Cheerio!